This is a really, truly special unboxing. This comes from Red Horse Knife Works, and I am using the very first knife that Ed Kim, the owner, founder, maker of Red Horse Knife Works, ever made. This is the Ronin, and I am going to guess it's about 15-ish years old. Okay? It is rough. The flipper tab is not comfortable. It works, but it is rough. And I've done a full video on it, and I'll try to find it and link it in the corner and or down below, because it is a great story to talk about. And he borrowed the material from another knife maker because he was ready to make a knife, but he didn't have the materials and the money and the whatnot. And so he borrowed the materials. He made this amazing knife. And somehow around the years, I came to own it. And it's one of the premier knives in my collection because of the story and because of the relationship I have made with Ed over the years. I've owned it for a year-ish, give or take. Maybe 2 years. I don't remember. And but I've been a fan of Ed's long before that, and we've been friends for many years now. So we won't go into all the details. I've talked about Ed Kim a lot. Now, I do know that I just got to double check because he's sending me a return address label to send something back to somebody and whatnot. So I got to make sure I don't accidentally pull that out. Oh my gosh, this box is incredible. All right, so little cigar box it looks like. I don't do cigars. I know Ed does. Let me just double check. There's no return address stuff in here. There is not. Okay. So this I present to you for like the second time on the interwebs because Ed did a little video on Instagram about this. We have the original Ronin. And I present to you the Ronin 2.0. This is a knife that Ed just recently made over the last year or two. It is going off to its new home as soon as I'm done with it. But he wanted me to handle it and compare it to what he did maybe 15 years ago. And forgive me on the dates, okay? It might have been 12 years ago. It might have been 18 years ago. I don't know, okay? It was 15-ish years ago. So let me just pull these out, move the box out of the way so that we don't worry about the box being in here. And I'll do a full video, okay? I just want to go through the, kind of quick down and dirty stuff. This one is entirely hidden hardware. There's not even a pivot. I mean, it has a pivot, obviously, or it wouldn't function. But you can see the DNA is there. It's a little thicker. It's not as contoured. It's contoured differently. It's all titanium versus, micarta. The flipper tab looks way more comfortable. It is heavier. Is it much heavier? No, but it is heavier. We'll leave this one over here. Let's take a look. Let's see how it goes. It's a pretty strong detent. But I'm comparing it to this one right now just because it's so drastic because this one is a light detent. It's very old. It probably needs some work, but I don't want to spa treatment this. I don't want to restore this because this is historically accurate of a knife of that vintage. It's safe. It's not lock sticking. It's no lock failing. So I just want to leave it. I don't want to restore it and make it modern. Okay. And when this came up for sale, I'm not in a position right now to buy this, or I would have bought it. Now I will have a conversation with the new owner that I would like to buy it from him if and when he ever sells it, because that's the kind of guy I am. And or I may just have Ed build me one of these very similar, or maybe with some micarta, like maybe a Ronin 2.0 that matches the original, maybe. I don't know. But this thing is really nice in the hand. It's crazy sharp. Ed does a great job with sharpening. It's got some oils and stuff on there. I got some fingerprints all from my hand, which I don't love this finish on the outside because it picks up so much fingerprints and whatnot. A little bit of lock stick, but it's brand new. It needs to get used a little bit, and then that will go away. Runs really nice. Man. Engine turning or jeweling on the inside of the liners. No hardware that you can see. So this is not one that you're going to take apart and service at home. I don't typically take apart my knives at home either. I've done some disassembly videos. Sometimes I needed to or wanted to. Other times I just did it to get a video. But stay tuned for a full video on this. Ed sent me some information. I'll ask some more details so I can get some of that dates and stuff right. But here you can see some evolution of 15 years of knife making. I think it's awesome. I'm totally kicking myself in the ass right now for not buying this myself. But I can't own them all. And while I love Ed, I am more of a Hellraiser type of guy. And I own a lot of these. And when this came up for sale, I had just bought one of these. Come on. I can't buy them all. I don't have unlimited funds. I'm not a big channel. I don't get hundreds and thousands of views or anything like that on my videos. So I don't make any YouTube money. So I'm not a big baller like that. So I can buy what I buy. So anyway, Ed, thanks so much for sending this to me. And to the owner, thank you very much, very, very much for letting Ed send it to me, because I know you're chomping at the bit to get this. And I'm going to do my best to film a video on this as soon as I can, hopefully over the Thanksgiving break, so that I can mail this out to you and you can get it quickly, because I don't want it to be sitting around my house for days, weeks, and months. And yes, that is pushing some of the other knives I have under the table behind. All of my viewers understand. They get it. It sometimes takes time, and I will get it back to you, I promise. So anyway, Ed Kim, thank you so much. You make awesome stuff. I'm so impressed with this. Like I said, I'm sorry I couldn't buy it. I'm really sad. Now that I'm holding it, now that I'm comparing it side by side, I wish I bought it. Anyway, stay tuned. More details very soon on the Ronin 2.0.